high definition from the station on your side. This is WAVY News Online.
We begin with new evidence that could help the woman at the center of a shocking child abuse case.
Shannon Gore's daughter was caged in her own waist and starving, but her attorney says pictures tell a different story. Shannon and Brian Gore are facing neglect and murder charges. Another child's remains were found underneath a shed behind their home. Only 10 on your side's Melanie Woodrow sat down with Shannon Gore's lawyer.
The case against Shannon and Brian Gore is laced with emotions. The couple faced murder and neglect charges after their 6-year-old was found caged in her own waist and another child's remains buried underneath a shed in their backyard.
If you leave the emotion in it, I don't know if I could do the case.
Shannon Gore's attorney Ron Smith says he's focusing on the law and the evidence.
There are pictures of a healthy child in what looks like a normal relationship with her parents. What switch flipped to change that relationship is the big question mark in this case.
Smith says he hired a psychiatrist to evaluate Shannon.
I'm grasping, hoping that a psychiatrist can explain it to me.
Smith does not believe Shannon Gore killed her son, found buried in the backyard.
Based on the evidence that we have so far, and until someone shows us some forensic evidence otherwise, I believe at this point that that child died of natural causes.
According to new court documents obtained by 10 on your side, during questioning, Shannon Gore asked to go to the ER. She climbed into the drop ceiling at Riverside Walter Reed Hospital. Hospital employees found her purse in the ceiling 5 days later. A digital camera in her purse is now evidence. Investigators were curious about some other pictures. Pictures Shannon Gore told them were on 2 laptops not found at the Gore home. Smith says someone gave both laptops to him.
We weren't trying to hide anything. We weren't trying to conceal anything. They asked for them. We said, come get them.
Melanie Woodrow, 10 on your side.
Shannon and Brian Gore both declined our requests for a jail interview.
Former Delegate Phil Hamilton faces 30 years in prison now because late Wednesday afternoon a jury found him guilty of extortion and bribery charges. That jury found there was enough evidence showing he had secured state funding to create a job training center at ODU in exchange for a part-time job there. Hamilton's a Republican who used to represent the 93rd District of Newport News and worked there for 2 years, earning $40,000. The trial included testimony from former ODU Dean and President Dr. Roseanne Runta. Prosecutors say today's verdict sends a message to all politicians.
Bribery and extortion are never just the cost of doing business in government. Today's guilty verdicts should serve as a reminder to every legislator of the trust the public has in our elected officials.
Now, Hamilton's attorney Andrew Sachs says he will appeal the decision. Sentencing is set for August 12th, and prosecutors also say they do not plan to investigate anyone else who may have been involved at ODU.
Now, in high definition, from the station on your side, this is Super Dapper 10 Online.
And a look at some of the sunshine that we had later on in the day. It ended up being a beautiful, beautiful day. High temperatures mostly into the 60s near the coastline, but it was well into the 70s into inland locations. Most of us, though, into the upper 60s, around 70 degrees again. Lots of sunshine later in the day, mostly clear skies at night. And the same pleasant weather is going to be with us for Thursday and Friday. Now, for the weekend, we're going to start to see some scattered afternoon and evening rain, and that'll likely last. Each day, we'll likely see some rain into the area. It won't rain on you every day, but it'll be some rain into our area every day, really all the way into the middle of next week. And with the wind coming in out of the east over the past several days, tides are running a little bit higher. And I don't think it's even going to be minor tidal flooding, but don't be surprised if some little bit of water comes rising on up out of the storm sewers over the next couple of days around 5 o'clock in the morning and 5 o'clock in the afternoon. Now, here's where we are tomorrow during the day, 58 degrees at 9, noon hour, 67, 71 degrees, partly cloudy at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and by the dinner hour, 66 degrees. So again, partly cloudy skies next couple of days, 71, 72. There's that chance of afternoon and evening rain for beginning on Saturday. That's going to be our best chance, really, Saturday. Sunday, a good chance of afternoon and evening rain, and a slight chance Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday.
Stay with WAVY News 10 for all your day's news.
Our next newscast starts at 5 a.m. We'll see you then.
Now, in high definition, from the station on your side, this is WAVY News Online.